welcome to Two Woke Boys, episode 191. I am Chris.
And I'm Cole.
And together we are Two Woke Boys. Welcome to the show. It is episode 191 of the Two Woke Boys podcast. We are here during the beginning of spring, and we already did the what's the big spring thing with the stupid gopher bullshit?
Groundhog Day?
Yeah.
Well, that was last month, yeah.
Yeah, that's last month. But this month, it's March Madness.
Right.
Which we don't like because we're not big sports guys.
Yeah.
And
let me fill out a bracket.
yeah. Oh, my bracket's busted because I made the wrong picks.
I'm gonna select what my predictions of college kids.
I'm gonna watch 5 black guys play college basketball.
And a bunch of white guys, too, who are probably going to be pretty good in college but not make it to the NBA because they're, like, fundamentally sound or whatever.
But they're smaller and not as athletic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna fill out a bracket and I'm gonna predict which group of men, sometimes boys, I'm gonna predict which group of boys is better at putting a ball into a basket.
And then me and my friends are gonna make picks, and then we're gonna be like, oh, and then when one of the teams makes a buzzer beater, I'm gonna be like, all day.
Yeah, upset.
Yeah.
A bracket is busted. Oh, I picked the underdog. I predicted that this group of men would defeat the other group of men by putting the ball in the round cylinder more times than the other group in 40 minutes of time.
Yeah.
Over these 40 minutes, these group of men wearing green will put the ball in the hoop more times than this group of men in blue. And they're not supposed to be. They have a higher number. Their seed is higher.
Which was decided by a group of white old men who don't play basketball.
Yeah, let's seed these different teams. Oh, you're the 5 seed. Oh, you're the 12 seed. Oh, upset. The 12 seed beat the 5 seed. Oh, my bracket. Oh, no, I put a bunch of money on the line in my bracket pool so I could prove to my friends that I know more about sports than them. Oh, look, my bracket has more points than you. So that means I'm more of a man than you because I know more about basketball. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, and maybe I'll win. Let's see if my teams get to the Final Four, or the Sweet 16, then the Elite 8, then the Final Four.
Yeah, I think we got it. All right.
Yeah. You guys get the spirit, the spirit of what we're saying.
You went through all the rounds.
Yeah. So we don't do that.
Yeah,
okay?
We don't do like that knowledge of all that stuff. That's just like we probably weren't even right.
Yeah,
because
I was just throwing
guessing
out random terms, and
you just heard.
Maybe they happen to be exactly what the tournament is, but it's not because I'm watching or filled out a bracket or I'm watching all the games and I'm freaking
you're, like,
out about stuff.
Constantly looking at your phone,
right?
Just like losing your mind.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
All your money is on the entire your ability to survive this month is based solely on how your picks do.
Yeah, that's not that.
No. It's not that at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're not big basketball guys. We don't really.
Well, we are basketball fans sometimes when it comes to a certain other tournament, the women's tournament.
Yeah. Is that going on right now?
It is.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
Because I love it so much.
You were just asking from the perspective of our sexist, misogynistic viewers who
I was asking
didn't know
from the perspective of a dumb asshole who doesn't care about women's sports and only watches men's sports.
Yeah. We know that the women's tournament is going on, which includes Iowa and Caitlin Clark, who's changing the game.
Really?
She's set.
Is she dunking for once?
No.
Oh, she's not.
She's making a lot of threes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's the same distance as the men.
It's not, but.
Oh, I was going to say, well, look at that.
Well, a lot of the
can.
A lot of the shots she takes, though, are from the men's distance.
Wait, so the men's distance in NCAAs is further than the women's distance?
Isn't it still? I mean, it definitely
Did they move
was.
it back?
Did they?
I thought it was like the regular 3-point line. Like the one when you go to like a YMCA.
Right. Let's see. NCAA.
We're assuming it's equal because men and women
it should be.
Men and women are exactly the same. When I watch WNBA or WNCAA, whatever it's called, versus men's basketball, it's exactly the same. The scores are, like when the men play, it's like, 80-something to 80-something. And then when the women play, it's like 23 to 22.
Right. Well, that's because they have better defense.
Yeah, it's that.
Yeah. So, okay. So it looks like, so this is from 2022, when the NCAA decided to move the women's three-point line back just over 16 inches last summer to match the men's distance, many people in the game didn't think much would change. After all, for some players, navigating the confusion of multiple arcs on the floor since the men's line moved back to 22 feet, 1.75 inches in 2019 had been more trouble than it was worth. It's not a huge difference, said one, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so they did, so it is the same distance now as the men's line. Yeah.
Men and women are equal. Yeah. So that's a big win for feminism right there.
Yes.
The 3-point line being equal.
Yes. So yeah, Caitlin Clark is really just dominating.
What if the women's, like, so it's like we want men and women's basketball to be the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so men are like dunking all the time, right? So like, what if they lowered the
hoops? They've I mean, a lot of people think that they should do that. Like,
what if they also did this too? Like, you know how like they play on the same like basketball court, right? Like what's it called? Is it the Crypto.com arena here?
Right.
So let's say the Lakers play at the Crypto.com arena on 10-foot hoops, right? That's That's like this big, huge thing, and there's all these people in there to watch the men's basketball of the Lakers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when the women play in that same Crypto.com arena on 10-foot hoops,
the Sparks.
Yeah, that team that I definitely
knew.
Yeah, that's my favorite team.
Yeah.
When the Sparks play in that same place on the 10-foot hoops, there's no women dunking, and there's almost no one there like watching at all.
Mm-hmm.
So what if I'm sure there's like a closet or something with like 2 doors,
Mm-hmm.
And what if they put a Nerf hoop on each of the doors?
Okay.
Of like a smaller, like one of the bathrooms.
Okay.
Right? And then you could get like maybe like 5-6 people in there to watch, because that's about how many people are watching the WNBA games.
Right.
And then you could have them just dunking and doing really athletic stuff on the top of those Nerf hoops.
So just make it like a basement Nerf hoop game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems like a pretty good idea to me.
I mean, you'd get some dunks.
Yeah.
You'd get some,
Mm-hmm.
some high flying action.
Yeah.
Maybe that is a good idea.
And it'd be like, wow, it's sold out.
Right.
We sold the 6
standing room only.
Yeah, we sold the 6 bench seats that are in this locker room here.
Mm-hmm.
And then, be a sold out game. You'd be seeing some dunks.
That is a good idea.
Mm-hmm. The ball is smaller and made of Nerf,
Mm-hmm.
which would be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a good idea. But until then, Caitlin Clark is just going to dominate the tournament. And if you're a woman out there who's impressed by, I was talking to this girl recently, and we were driving by the Crypto.com arena, and I was like, there's a huge billboard of Caitlin Clark. I was like, oh, do you know who that? And this girl, by the way, considers herself a big feminist.
Okay.
I was like, oh, do you know who that is? And she's like, no, who's that? I'm like, wow, interesting. Interesting that you didn't fucking know who that was.
It's crazy that you care about women's rights, but you don't know about all of the women.
Yeah. Yeah.
That are out
Isn't
there.
that interesting?
Yeah.
So.
You know that song, I'm Every Woman?
Mm-hmm.
That's us.
Yeah.
We are
every woman.
We are every woman.
Yeah. And in every woman.
Nice.
We are inside.
Yeah.
inside all of you is one or both of us.
At the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, no homo. But
yeah. Like we're not touching.
No,
But
absolutely not. That would be gay.
yeah.
Even if there's a woman in the middle.
Right. Well,
That's
I mean,
gay.
if our hands touch, that's okay.
Yeah.
But
like if we're Eiffel
if we are
Towering,
forming a
like like a Eiffel Tower
Yes.
high five
Yes.
over a woman.
but our genitals will not touch, because
Absolutely.
that would be super gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but we're not about that
Yeah,
life.
we're not
so
doing that,
get that shit out of here. Yeah. We're not about that shit. So anyway, yeah, March Madness.
Yeah, we love March Madness.
Yeah. So we don't care about the men's tournament, despite everything you might have seen us doing this past weekend. We only care about the women's tournament.
Yep.
And we hope Iowa wins. And so...
Why do we hope Iowa wins?
Because that's the Caitlin Clark team.
Oh, okay. For the women's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who do we hope somebody wins for the men, or we don't?
No, we don't care.
We don't care. Yeah, we don't care because our bracket's busted. That's
there is this weird like race war thing. Have you seen any of these articles about like Caitlin Clark? There's like a lot of black women don't. They're like, oh, you only care about Caitlin Clark because she's white. Like she's only getting attention because she's a white girl. Have you seen some of that?
These are the kind of people that they hate Eminem. They're like, oh, you only like Eminem because he's the one white rapper guy.
Right.
It's like, well, that is unique, kind of.
Right.
It's kind of a thing. But yeah, I have not seen those articles.
Oh,
Do you have one of those?
Yeah. Well, I put one on the past week how there was like, I think it was Cheryl Swoops, a former WNBA player, who said, she had said something about something along those lines of like we only care about the people only care about Caitlin Clark because she's white, and then someone called her racist, and then she's like, black people can't be racist.
Nice.
And then there was a big LA Times op-ed about and we totally agree with that.
Yeah, we totally agree.
See, black people can't be racist because they don't have power. And racism is about a power imbalance and wielding power against lesser than people. Because us white people are up here. We have power. Here. You have no power. You're just down and low and powerless.
Black people are like way down here.
Are like the dirt in the sewers. Just no power. Just powerless, dirty. No power of their own. No agency or independence of their own. They have nothing.
We believe in equality, and we want everybody to be the same.
Yeah.
But as it is, you can't, as a white person, say anything about black people because you are far superior.
Yes, us white people are super superior, better, more intelligent, more educated, and the dumb, low, poor black people are down here. And so if they try to be racist against white people, it's not actually racist because they have no power and they're just way down there and we're way up here.
Yep.
And so you can tell how much we believe in equality because of the way we just talked about that.
Yeah.
And so sorry, black people, you can't be racist because you're just way down. No, can't see you from up here.
That's actually good for black people.
Yeah.
For some reason, right?
Yeah.
So that's like their good thing that they have is that they can't be racist.
Right.
So
yeah.
So nice try, white people. Once again, trying to wield power by saying that just being racist doesn't really matter what race you are because we're all the same thing. That's racist to say that.
Right. You have to remember that white people are better than black people. So that's why when black people voice something about different races, it has no effect because they're low and powerless and less than.
Just imagine, like, back to the March Madness kind of references or whatever. If you're a white person, like, let's say we're fans at a NCAA March Madness game, right? And we're team white people, right? We're walking around with those big foam fingers that say we're number one on it, and it's the truth. And like, you know, black people, they don't have those big foam fingers because they're not number one.
Right.
And that really sucks for them. So like, don't be a jerk, you know? Put your foam finger down.
Right.
You're already winning.
Yeah.
So like, just shut up about it.
Right. But remember that, you know, it's important to always talk about how white people are powerful, white people are privileged, black people have no power, black people are less than.
And then we have to never shut up about getting equality too.
Right.
Yeah, we say both of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, white people, there's a hierarchy of white people and black people. White people always at the top, number one, baby, forever.
Yeah.
And then black people down there, low, number two, maybe not even in the top 10 or however many, you know, different kinds of people there are. But in America, we kind of do the white-black thing. So if you're not white, you're black.
Right.
So, you know.
I guess you could be brown too, black or brown. We like grouping everyone into black or brown.
Yeah. Yeah, you can be brown and you're on that team.
Yeah.
You're not on this team.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah, except, you know.
And we're equal.
Yeah. Well,
that's important.
Well, sometimes there's exceptions, you know, based on what political argument we're trying to make, like Asians, for example.
White.
Right.
Yeah. And also, sometimes, like, if a black person just talks like normal, they're white. You know? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's
and then sometimes if we go to a cookout and we're trying to impress our black friends, we're black.
Uh-huh.
And we might code switch.
Uh-huh. And we might say a certain word.
Yeah.
To show that. Because we have the pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We might be like, what up, my at the cookout, you know?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, the goal should not be a colorblind society in which everyone is treated based on their actions and the content of their character rather than the color of their skin, literally Martin Luther King's words. No, it shouldn't be that. It should be race first.
Yeah.
What
color are you?
What color are you? And that is the most important thing about you. And that is how everything should be seen as a lens through is your race. Yeah. And so if you're white, you're up here. And if you're black, you're down here. Also, we're super not racist at all.
Yeah.
But we're always talking about how white people are more powerful. But we're also not racist.
This is how we bring race relations together, by constantly telling black people that they're lower than white people.
Yeah, and that they're never going to make it in this country because they're...
Without the help of white knights like us.
Yes. They're never going to make it. There's all these obstacles against them.
We need more movies like Dangerous Minds, where we are a white teacher that goes into a black school and tells these dumb black kids like how to get their shit together, and then they teach us how to dance.
Yeah.
You know? That's what we need. We need more of that.
That's right.
Yeah.
So let's see. Oh, yeah. So back to, we were talking about Caitlin Clark. Badass women we like.
Yeah.
Kate Middleton, another badass, powerful woman. Because if you are a woman, you're just automatically badass, and powerful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kate
we love describing women as powerful.
Yeah. Yeah. Kate Middleton cancer announcement interrupts NCAA tourney game. Even the college basketball world took a momentary pause to digest Kate Middleton's cancer announcement on Friday, with CBS interrupting its NCAA tournament coverage to bring the news to fans. So, with around 5 minutes remaining in the FAU versus Northwestern game, Nora O'Donnell came on the screen to inform CBS's audience that Middleton had just revealed she'd been diagnosed with cancer. The broadcast then played around 30 seconds of Middleton's video explaining her prognosis.
That's crazy. I was on a flight a couple of weeks ago. I was on a flight from Lexington, Kentucky. Shout out any new fans from Lexington, Kentucky. And they made that same announcement on the plane. You know?
They announced that on the plane?
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
They came on the plane. They were like, we're about to be about 45,000 feet in the air, and Kate Middleton has cancer.
They actually said that?
They didn't do
that.
But,
okay.
Yeah.
But they should have.
I mean, why didn't they do that?
Yeah, they should have. That was sexist of them not to do that.
That's what we need. Those announcements need to go out everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, why did they do that at the basketball game?
Yeah. I know, because all these basketball watchers care.
There's like whistles blowing and stuff, and they're like, all right, hey, Kate Middleton has cancer.
Yeah. So we hope that she's
like
okay.
She's like the queen or something. She's going to be the
princess
queen.
or whatever.
She's a princess, and she's going to be the queen, right?
I don't know if she would be queen. She was like who the family, there's like this weird incestuous family that she wasn't the guy, Prince Harry. Who's her husband? Henry? I can't keep track of this, but
yeah.
We love the royals though. We love the royal family.
Yeah, it's like people love this shit.
Yeah.
They love the royals. They're like, oh my God.
We hate billionaires and like kill the rich, eat the rich, but oh my God, the British royals.
How cute are
the
they?
The royal wedding.
Look at their $8 billion shirt.
Oh, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we want to watch their Netflix show and listen to their podcast.
Yeah.
We just can't get enough of them.
I love the royal family.
Yeah.
And my favorite is Meghan Markle.
Yeah.
Even though racism happens to her all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you have to ask her if she's black first before you find out. And then the second people find out, they start being racist to her.
Mm-hmm.
This poor princess.
Yeah.
Like literal actress turned princess.
She has it tough.
Yeah. Super hard for her.
Yeah. So, look, we hope Kate Middleton's okay and that she gets through her cancer. And
she hasn't been seen publicly.
Right. Well, she was like, she hadn't been seen for a while. And then this was like the explanation for that she had been dealing with this cancer.
Maybe the royal family kind of deals with women the same way that we deal with women, Like if a woman starts hanging out with the two woke boys, they might like not go outside for months. You know? People be like, what happened to that girl that you guys hang out with all the time? It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
She's cool,
She's just taking some time to herself right now.
Mm-hmm. Don't ask.
You're like, oh, well, is she allowed to leave? It's like, no, don't worry about it.
She's allowed to do whatever she wants. She's a girl boss.
But what she wants to do is stay in our basement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's like
she's got everything she needs here.
Exactly. We care about women so much, okay? I've said numerous times on this podcast that when Britney Spears enters into the conservatorship with us, I went to PetSmart and I bought the biggest kennel that they have at PetSmart for Britney Spears. I'm a good dude. So that's what it is.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So we hope Kate Middleton gets better. And I will say this. Let me see who she's actually married. Let me see which redheaded loser she's married to.
Isn't it Prince
Prince William.
William. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was this, I mean, there's been at least one story, if not more, with like him confirmed that like he cheated on her, right?
Mm.
So look, Kate, if you get through this cancer, maybe, he cheated on you, which was unacceptable.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you want to cheat on him back.
Yeah.
With a really great guy.
With some other royalty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With some American royalty.
How about this, Kate Middleton? This is what I propose.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're in the royal family. Your piece of shit husband cheated on you, and he's like the next in line for the crown. How about this? How about Kate Middleton and us make a sex tape, and then we send it to this fucking dickhead, Prince William, okay? But here's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
This sex tape, you and me, we go to Burger King, we get those hats, the little king crowns.
Yep.
And then when we're banging her, we're wearing the king crowns. She's getting double teamed by a couple of kings.
Nice.
And then we have like a couple Whoppers because we love Burger King. And we high-five Whoppers, and we eat our Whoppers over her back while we're smashing her.
Yeah, this is
in our
after
Burger
she
King hats.
recovers from the cancer, by the way.
Yeah, sure, of course, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to let her do that first before we
What if that
propose
was
this situation.
What if that is what cures her cancer?
I mean,
It could.
yeah, you never know.
You never know if having a Whopper eaten over you by two hot dudes wearing Burger King crowns might be the way to go.
Yeah.
You know?
It could.
And then we send that to Prince William and go, hey, deal with that. Double teamed by a couple of kings.
Yeah.
We're eating double Whoppers, and she's eating a couple of double Whoppers, if you know what I'm saying.
Nice. And this, again, is after she recovers from the cancer. Yeah. But like you said, maybe it could help speed up her recovery. So yeah, maybe we could just kind of
get in there,
get in there, and just kind of bang that cancer out of her. All right,
and
that's
then
a lot, but
and then maybe
she's going to be okay.
Then
and
we're royalty after that, right? Now we're part of the royal family.
I think so. Yeah.
Pretty sure how that's worked.
It would consummate us into the royal family.
Yep.
So yeah, please don't use any of that footage to ruin our careers.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah. So yeah,
that after the black stuff, you know. The black people are different than us.
Yeah, well, they are.
Yeah, sure.
Because they are lower, and it's important to always remember that. Check your privilege.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's this big story right now of this Nickelodeon documentary.
Oh, man. Yeah.
About the child sexual abuse that was happening to a lot of the child actors and Nickelodeon. I've watched a couple of the episodes. You saw the whole thing, Chris.
I watched the whole thing, and there is a thing going on right now with documentaries, okay? And this is one thing has to stop with documentaries, okay? Make one documentary and cover the worst aspect of what happened, okay? Because like this documentary is 4 episodes, and there's like different stories from all these different people, you know? Like the one that everybody's talking about is Drake Bell.
Right.
Drake Bell was molested by this dude. I forget his name. I think it was Brian Peck. Yeah. Drake Bell was molested by that guy. And then it's this big thing, which also that's weird that no one's like saying Brian Peck sucks. No one is saying that. They're just saying Dan Schneider sucks.
Right.
You know? So. Okay.
Yeah.
So
he did go to jail.
That's why.
Was there someone who like went to jail and then was rehired by?
That was Brian Peck.
Okay, and this is covered in the documentary.
Yeah, he got rehired by Disney after serving his sentence.
Yeah,
that's pretty wild.
Yeah, but this is a thing that a lot of these documentaries do. They go, hey, we got to make 4 episodes, so they're like filling it with all this stuff, right? So like one of the things will be like. Drake Bell, he's up there and he's like, and he sits down, he's all like, distraught, and they're like, yeah, what happened? He's like, well, I was molested, it's the worst thing that's ever happened to me, right? Then, 20 minutes later, there's like a fat lady writer on there, and they're like, what happened to you? And then she's like crying, she's like, Dan Schneider said I was a bad writer.
Women aren't funny. Yeah. Right.
And it's like that. It's like
those are like on the same plane of
why are you
bad
in this documentary at all?
Right.
Like
that is a good point. Yeah. I do like all that stuff being put on like the same plane
it is the same
of evil.
Yeah.
Child sexual abuse.
Women aren't funny.
Yeah.
Same offense.
Just as bad.
Yeah. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, so I thought that's weird to do that in a documentary where it's stuff like that. So that was pretty crazy. And then so Dan Schneider just getting annihilated in this documentary, right? Then he goes on and does this crazy interview with this guy. Can you pull up the interview? You don't have to do it from one of those links. You can if you want. You can pull up, actually pull up the female writers one.
Playing female writers?
Yeah, playing female writers. Yeah, so.
Open preview?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Boogie. I play Tebow on Nickelodeon's
Okay, go ahead and put it up on the screen here. Yeah. So, yeah, this is pretty wild here. So, and this is on.
Hey, it's Boogie.
Okay, can you not full screen it so we can see the dislikes here? I wanted you to take a look at these dislikes here. Pretty wild.
Hey, it's Boogie.
Look at that.
Wow.
138,000
shit.
dislikes.
Comments turned off.
Yeah. So he goes on this YouTube channel, Dan Warp, right after this documentary comes out to kind of clear the air. And this guy is just like feeding him Tebow.
You can see it right. I'm trying to find the cue cards.
Wait, which one are you trying to find?
I'm just saying, like, you could see he has, like, cue.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He has,
yeah.
like, cue cards, like, that were definitely
he's
not
holding
given
cards,
to him.
Like he's, like, been fed questions to
I want my shows
ask.
to be popular. I want everyone to wardrobe.
If
I'm
you
talking
look
about
at,
makeup, sound,
to a-
sets, dialogue.
Yeah, see, he's holding these cards
Yeah,
right
right
there.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which, I mean, like, interviewers could
Maybe
have,
it's just
like,
his own questions. Right.
yeah, but when you hear the questions, they're, you know, they're like, hey, all this shit was just going on. And he's like, what do you have to say about diversity on your,
Oh.
you know?
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, okay. That's why it has so many dislikes, because he's not really addressing. Because he starts off, like, maybe from, like, there to there. He's like, hey, some bad stuff happened on set, and, like, I owe some people an apology. So,
Yeah.
my bad.
TV writers, comedy writers have.
I'm trying to find it.
And I wish I could go back and fix
So, here,
Do you know what timestamp?
yeah, if you click on that link from the, yeah, go down to, just double click that link there. And then just click the screen.
Hey, it's Boogie. I play Tebow on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I don't think you have it.
Suck. It's not working. It's at it's 534 seconds in. I don't know what that means, but what exactly minute
That's
that
like
is.
3
those
minutes.
people because I hate that anybody worked for me and didn't have a good time. You know me. You've been on my
I
sets.
think yeah.
Look, I've had some
Oh,
employees.
this guy was
So
an
yeah,
actor.
this
and
guy
more than
worked
20
for
years.
Dan
He
Schneider.
worked
So
with me.
Dan Schneider basically was like, "Hey man,
not everybody. There's still a
interview me
significant
for this
number that
thing."
didn't have
Right.
a great time working for me. So my batting average isn't nearly high enough in that area. And the way they wouldn't get the best of me is that I would let the pressure, bigger hurry to get
Looks
on.
like
to
he
the next
lost some
audit.
weight
And
from the,
I wish you'd.
He literally has like a just for men beard too that he never had.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he always had a clean shaven
we
face.
love
do
the
you,
goatee.
do you think he's trying to grow the beard to just cover his entire face so like no one can even recognize him?
I would
'Cause
say
it's just
so.
like just a big ball of hair.
Yeah, that could be.
If I could just grow the beard till it's like completely covering my entire face.
Right. Does look like he lost probably 100 pounds
Ozempic.
from his. Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably on Ozempic.
was
If you go to
written for a kid
8:55,
Let's cut those
I know
jokes.
there was something
Now,
at 8:55.
Nickelodeon
I'm pretty sure
wants
that
to
was
do
the
their
female
version.
writers one.
Viewers, two women who spoke
here it
about a wage discrepancy. Now, I know that you don't divvy out salaries. Talk to me about that part.
Well, you're correct. I have nothing to do with paying writers. I never have. I've never made a writer's deal. And of all the writers I've been in a writer's room with, I never even knew how much most of them were getting paid.
Yeah, but we saw these two women who were writers for you sharing one salary. How does that happen?
It's very simple. There's a common practice in television when hiring writers. If you have a spot for a new writer, sometimes you'll go to two writers and say, hey, if you two new writers for your first job are willing to share a salary, you can both have the job. They have
All
the
right,
opportunity to
pause it
say,
real quick.
yes.
That's how they're doing that. So let's say you work at McDonald's, right? And what if we hired two people to do the same job, but we'll pay you both half of what minimum wage is. How cool would that be?
Yeah, well, it's your first job, and you should be grateful to have one.
Yeah, both of you want to work at McDonald's, right? What if both of you worked at McDonald's and you split one salary?
Yeah.
Do you get health care? No, absolutely not. But
it's a good idea.
You get some money. And
you get 50% off
and
McDonald's food.
Well, no, you don't get that.
Oh.
You get 25%
okay.
each off.
Right, because you would share the 50% off. Right.
Yeah. And if like food drops on the floor, you get to keep 25% of what food you drop on the floor.
Okay.
Yeah. Because if you let them keep 100% of what drops on the floor, then they'll just, whoops, and then they'll, but if they drop a sandwich on the floor, it's like, all right, cut that into quarters, okay? Right. And then you get to keep one of the quarters of that sandwich. And then we will throw the rest of it away in front of you.
Right.
Yeah. So, I thought that was pretty interesting, this thing. Then he did, let's see, at 5:34. No, that was the female writers one. Go to, let's see, 8:41. Go to like 2 minutes later. 8:41. That's try. I don't know. Let's see.
To me, and not only am I proud that they were in my shows, I'm exceptionally proud of the achievements they've had beyond my shows, and they've gone on to bigger and better things, and that gives me a great sense of pride.
Is this how long is this?
Something that really kind of bothered me.
Yeah, go to 14 minutes. There we go. Right there.
Brian Peck was not hired by you.
No, I did not hire Brian Peck.
This was a Tolan Robbins production?
Yeah. And when Drake and I talked and he told me what had happened, I was more devastated by that than anything that ever happened to me in my career thus far. And I told him, I'm here for you. What do you need? Which Drake mentioned in the show that we watched last night. And next, I heard that he went to court when this guy was being tried, Peck. And when Drake walked in, he saw 50 people.
Oh, wait, there's I forgot. Yeah, there's one more part for that. Yeah, go ahead and play it again. Oh, no. We lost it there. There we go.
Sitting on the side of the courtroom supporting Peck. A lot of them pretty famous. Of course, Drake was devastated that happened. And even more disappointing, 41 of those people wrote letters for Peck, character letters, praising him for who he was. And
this is like, remember the Ashton Kutcher stuff?
Right.
Where the That 70s Show scandal for I forget that guy's name.
Danny Masterson.
The Danny Masterson thing, when he went away to prison, they like released these like Danny Masterson went away to prison for, like rape or something like that. And then I guess Mila Kunis and
Ashton Kutcher,
wrote like
he's actually a really great guy.
He's pretty cool.
He's a good father.
Didn't rape
us.
Yeah. So thought it was a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
I don't know what these ladies are saying, but he was pretty cool to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a bunch of people wrote character letters for this Brian Peck guy, and I think I think some of those are like coming out.
Yeah, they came out from a Freedom of Information Act request, and the most two notable ones that everybody's very upset about is Ryder Strong, who played Sean in Boy Meets World, and the other one was Wolf Riddell, who played Corey's brother in Boy Meets World.
Okay.
Yeah. If you look at their Instagram accounts for their podcast, it's pretty bad.
Okay. Are they? Have they said anything about those?
I believe they put out an episode. I don't know if it was after or before this came out, but there is an episode that they spoke about this.
That is crazy. If I'm like a really good friend, but if you like rape somebody and you're like, hey man, can you write a I'm cool letter? I don't know if I would.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I mean, I don't care how cool we are.
Yeah.
If you're like convicted of that, I'm probably gonna be like, I don't think so, man.
Yeah, I'm out on this one.
Yeah, I might.
So if you're a woman seeing this, like, we wouldn't go to bat for one of our boys if he's like a rapist.
Yeah.
So
in fact, here's the other thing. If we're boys currently, and then I find out you are a rapist, I might pull back on us being boys.
Yeah.
You know, that might be.
Hear that?
Yeah. I might actually write a letter of like, we ain't boys no more.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
the opposite of a character letter.
The judge will be like, you have a letter for this guy? And I'll be like, yeah, kind of. And then I'll be like, here it is. And the judge will be like, yeah, it says, we're not cool no more.
Yeah, we're not cool anymore because I can't have. It's like, yeah, we're not cool anymore. Wow, this guy's pretty principled. And then it continues to say, like, because I don't want women seeing your actions and associating it with me. And it's like, oh, this just seems like more he's just trying to cover his own ass. But
yeah, and it'll say stuff like, you know, I have this kink, you know, I'm no kink shame, but my kink is that I like consensual sex with women. That's like my kink, you know.
Wow, yeah.
So like, you know, that's my thing, you know. But that's just what it is. Yeah. So, and if you're a woman,
I've written letters like that too.
Yeah, and if you're a woman and consensual sex turns you on, hit me up. Because that's like what I'm all about.
Yeah.
Consensual sex.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. So, yeah. So this is pretty wild. We had this. What was I talking about with this guy here? And then there was another part at let's see. 6 minutes. I think that's 10 minutes, right? Go to the 10-minute mark. 6:07. I have to do this math. Yeah.
My experience was with you, what I saw prior to working with you, but again, I don't want to speak on anyone's journey. I saw you be honored for diversity in your work.
Yes, and the reason for that is diversity has always been very important to me in my shows. If you go back to the very first Nickelodeon show I ever made, that's very evident, as it is in the second one, and then the first movie I ever made for Nickelodeon, which starred Kenan and Kel, and every show I did after that had a lead black actor in it. I'm very proud of that. It's very important to me. And not only am I proud that they were in my shows, I'm exceptionally proud of the achievements they've had beyond my shows. And
how cool is that?
Wow.
Yeah.
We love that.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't like this guy, but that was
the spirit of kind of sweeping other stuff under the rug with
he's like trying to like
diversity to cover that is
he's like, guys,
like that.
I'm like pretty liberal. Like I hired black kids. Okay. Yeah. That's wild. Does what's Amanda Bynes doing now? Where is she at? She's like the only one I haven't really heard anything.
Well, she's like, yeah, they didn't get her for the doc, right? They didn't interview her.
No, she's not on the doc.
No.
I think last I saw recently was she's getting a manicure license to be a manicurist.
Okay. Wow. That's wild.
Yeah. So look, Amanda Bynes, we know you've been through a lot, but
hit us up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we would love to heal Amanda Bynes for her for her trauma. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that documentary was fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really crazy too. Do you remember her as like when you were a kid and stuff?
Well, so I didn't have cable till I was like, my family didn't have cable till I was in college, so I never watched like Nickelodeon or Disney Channel or any of that stuff.
Okay.
But
she was like really famous when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And when I remember there was like, she was like in the news for like being crazy. Like that was like the news of her. You know?
Well, it looked like, her trajectory. I didn't realize until, watching the first couple episodes of that doc that her trajectory was to be like
megastar.
Yeah.
I mean, she was like, yeah.
She was gonna be like, Yeah, the next big thing.
Yeah, she was like a superstar. And,
Yeah.
They discovered her through the like the kids comedy shit.
Right.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty wild. So yeah, she's been through a lot. Any former child actress who's hot now that they're an adult and had some tough times back then can hit us up now that they're an adult.
Yeah. If you're well adjusted and
If your crazy era is kind of behind you, you can talk to us now.
We're cool with crazy too, though.
To a certain extent. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
So we got a couple other things. I know we spent a lot of time on that of this stuff. Do you want to what do you think? There's this the Shohei Ohtani thing.
Oh,
we got to touch on that.
Holy shit.
So
yeah. We're not big sports guys.
big sports fans. We haven't been following this story religiously.
We're not huge Shohei Ohtani fans.
No.
That are so stoked that he's coming to LA.
Yeah.
That's not us at all.
Yeah.
I guess he's some Asian guy that plays baseball, and it's like, I guess it's cool because he can like throw,
I guess he can throw the ball
and hit.
and he can hit the ball. Ooh,
he does,
how impressive.
He does baseball stuff.
He does, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
He does
all
two
the
things.
Yeah.
Oh, how impressive. One can do two things in a sport. One can hit the ball.
Where there's the option of doing two things.
Yeah. One can hit the ball and one can throw the ball. Ooh, like that's fucking hard. I could do that.
Yeah, we both hit and throw the ball.
When I played Little League, I hit and I pitched.
Same.
So how hard is it, really?
I think it's pretty easy. I was doing it when I was like 10. So like, you're an old guy doing it.
I'd
be
and
really
pitched
good
in Little League. And yes, when I got into like the Babe Ruth level afterwards, I had to stop pitching because I was just getting.
They made it farther
because I was getting
the pitcher's mound's farther when you get to that age.
Right.
Yeah.
They moved the mound back, and I was just getting shelled every time I pitched. Yeah. So I had to just focus on hitting because that was the only thing I could do decently.
Yeah,
wasn't that?
Yeah,
I could have pitched and hit in the big leagues if I really wanted to.
You just didn't want to steal shine from other people, right?
Yeah.
This guy is like trying to play two positions. Like what a jerk.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, $700 million. Why do we pay Shohei Ohtani $70 million a year?
You know what I want to see? You know what I want to see?
Yeah.
Los Angeles County math teacher gets $700 million contract. That's what I want to see.
All of them should get $700 million contracts.
Why aren't we paying for that?
Yeah.
Is it because they're not selling out a stadium of people to teach your stupid kid math?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
And is it because Shohei Ohtani is paid by a private business owner that is not publicly funded? No. We pay Shohei Ohtani $70 million a year.
Yeah. My taxes go to Shohei Ohtani.
That's
I'm pretty
right.
sure.
It's not just supply and demand and all these people. There's a market value of him at that amount that all these people are essentially paying for. The fans, the consumers of
it's not that
media
at all.
It's not that.
Sports are
so
just dumb.
We pay him
dumb
that.
People's stuff.
Yeah. So how come a teacher gets $35,000 a year and Shohei Ohtani gets $70 million? Huh? Explain that.
Yeah,
doesn't make any sense.
The math isn't mathing?
The math isn't mathin'. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, we like saying that. Yeah.
We love saying that shit.
Yeah. So the scandal, if you've been living under a rock, is that Shohei's interpreter was fired by the Dodgers after it came out that Ohtani himself, there was a wire of like $4.5 million from Ohtani to a bookie, an illegal bookie.
Yeah. So
and now
he just can't speak English at all.
I guess not, which is convenient when you're facing questions about a huge scandal.
Yeah, that is pretty funny.
But
yeah,
so there were two stories of the.
And his interpreter is like, he's fired, so I can't say anything now.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, the interpreter's gone. So
yeah, so he sucks.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, that is.
They're like, what do you have to say about it, Shohei? And he's like,
sayonara. Yeah. And that's what he says. Yeah. But so there were two stories of the bookie. First, the bookie said that I had this gambling debt to the bookie and Shohei paid for it. He bailed me out of my debt and he paid off the bookie.
The story's changed too.
The story changed, right? The story changed from that to the story of Shohei had no knowledge about it and that the money was stolen from him by the interpreter and friend. So there's now an investigation. Obviously, Major League Baseball is trying to like sweep this under the rug because this is the biggest star of the sport and a huge, huge scandal. So what is do the boys think okay, for one, he's Asian and we need to stop Asian hate, right?
Yep, stop Asian hate.
So if we investigate this and try to bring some sort of punishment or charges against him, it's kind of Asian hate. So we don't want that.
Asian hate.
But as we discussed earlier in the show, when it comes to achievement in this country, Asians are white. So there's that. So he is what? He's making a lot of money.
He's a white.
He's Asian
player.
and he's making a lot of money. So he's a high achieving Asian person. So white. So there's that.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, he's eventually going to be a billionaire when all his money is added up from his playing and endorsements, and we don't like that.
And we hate billionaires.
We hate the rich, except for our fathers and everything.
Yeah,
but
we hate billionaires.
Yeah,
but and someone like Shohei Ohtani is exactly the kind of billionaire we're talking about.
Why?
Yeah. Well, because we hate all billionaires without any kind of like the billionaires you're supposed to hate are the ones that are like kind of manipulating the system and change. It's not like a guy's just like really good at baseball,
right?
And he got a bunch of money from baseball,
yeah.
Instead of like say someone that I don't know makes those like body scanner things, works in the government, and then goes, "Hey, we need security in the airport. I got an idea. What if we bought every airport in the world the scanners that my company makes?
Right.
I'll make that a law." That's a good idea. So here's a law that says pay me $8 bajillion for my body scanners to be in every airport in the United States or in the world.
Yeah.
So see that's the kind of billionaire we should hate.
Right.
But we fucking hate Shohei Ohtani for being a rich throw a ball guy.
Right.
That's the problem.
That's right.
And teachers don't make any money, so that's also bullshit.
And it's directly correlated to Ohtani. Yeah, it's Ohtani's fault that teachers don't get paid well.
You know what also sucks? Shohei Ohtani, someone probably taught you to throw a ball.
Wow. That's a good point.
Is that guy making $800 million?
Probably not.
Probably not. There's a gym teacher out there making $30,000 that taught Shohei Ohtani how to throw a ball.
Well, he's in Japan, so I don't know what they pay their teachers over there. He's from
probably
Japan.
30,000 yen. Yeah.
Is that good or?
Yeah, it's
okay?
less because their money is like fake or something. They have fake money over there.
Oh.
Dollars are real money. Everything else is fake
money.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So, yeah, I don't know. Our position is kind of mixed on this one.
You know what my position is?
Yeah.
Pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers. If Shohei is removed, I volunteer to be the pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And I guess I'll just I'll even say this. Shohei Ohtani, you got to pay him for like, let's say the first season. I'll take the rest. Sounds pretty fair to me.
You would take league minimum to pitch, which is like
but I'm
that's
replacing Shohei Ohtani.
$500,000. But
maybe we'll talk. But I think I should get Shohei's thing because I'm replacing him.
He's deferring you.
Oh, you know what we should do? This is what we should do.
Yeah.
You and me go on. We'll do the Dan Schneider thing where we'll both get the salary of Shohei Ohtani.
Perfect. We'll split his salary.
We will split the Shohei Ohtani.
And we will not complain about it.
No, we won't be that fat bitch writer who's like, we're to split. She didn't like splitting anything with anybody.
Right.
That lady. That big lady.
Yeah, that's for sure.
She's like, I got to split stuff.
She's not splitting anything in her
Never
life.
has split anything with anybody.
Yeah. We will happily split Shohei Ohtani's salary of $70 million.
A year.
Will take
a year.
$70 million a year.
$700 million over 10 years.
Yes. We will take $70 million split between us. So we will settle for $35 million a year to take up. Well, I don't know if they'd let us take up just one roster spot. We probably would need to take 2 roster spots, but we will take half of his salary. I will gladly take half a salary, and you won't hear me complaining about it.
Nope.
I'm not going to go on any documentary and be like, oh, they only paid me $35 million. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the Dodgers said I wasn't funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great idea.
Yeah, I think it's a fantastic idea. And I do think that's a good way to wrap the show.
Yeah. I will even go this far. You know how he's deferring $68 million a year of his contract. He's only taking $2 million a year, and he's deferring the $68 million
to the illegal bookie, or
perhaps. Yeah, but that doesn't get the $68 million. The deferments don't start getting paid to him until like 10 years from now, and that's a way of kind of like skirting taxes, I think, which is bad.
Yeah,
but so he's only getting $2 million a year prior to or like aside from the deferments. We would even take half of that. I would accept only $1 million
and here's
to play for the Dodgers.
Here's the other thing I'll do too.
Yeah,
I will play half the games of the season.
Okay,
you don't even. I won't even
just
be
play
there.
home games.
Yeah,
we'll just hang out in L.A. And when they go on the road to,
you guys have fun out there,
right?
We'll just be chilling here.
When they go on the road to Pittsburgh and
all those other
Atlanta,
flyover dumb states.
Yeah, you'll just be in L.A.
We'll just be out here.
You'll play home games.
That sounds pretty cool to me.
Yeah,
sounds like a good deal. Los Angeles Dodgers. I don't know.
Hit us up. You can DM us. Our contact info is available
Check
online.
me out. If you want to see me, I'm going to be doing a sesh at Castle Park. I'm going to be in the fast machine. So, I'm really good. So, just watch me hit bombs in that fucking batting cage in there.
Yeah.
And, just take a look, And then, I might, if I miss one, I'm going to take that ball. I'm going to go back. I'm going to get it. I'm going to throw it right in that fucking machine, just so you know that I can also throw.
Yeah.
A 5-tool player.
Yep.
So.
They're going to need a lot of tools they're going to need at least 5 tools to repair that pitching machine that you broke after throwing the ball in there.
Yeah, that's how hard I whipped the ball. And on top of being a 5-tool player, every woman I've ever been with thinks I'm a tool. So how cool is that?
They must mean that in a positive way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that means.
Yeah.
So, do you have anything you want to plug?
I don't think so.
Yeah. All right. Follow ally of the show, Jeff Zenisek, Oklahoma City, April 25th through 27th. Calgary, Alberta, June 27th through 29th. Kansas City, August 8th through 10th. There will be some other dates sprinkled in there. Follow ally of the show, Jeff Zenisek, on all platforms. And like and subscribe to the show, TooWokeBoys. Send us emails, TooWokeBoys@gmail.com. Donate to the TheSlutFund. And tell your friends about the show and give us 5-star reviews. And follow us on all of our pages. And that's TooWokeBoys. That being said, thank you for listening to episode 191 of the Two Woke Boys podcast. I am Chris.
And I'm Cole.
And together we are Two
Woke Boys.
Can you hear my voice this time?